still fruit punch, because I'm too lazy to make tea. This The Savior's Champion t-shirt is courtesy of Jenna Moresi, which you can get to right up there to her YouTube channel, and you can get to her merchandise through her YouTube channel. I'll also link her website down below so you can also get to it. Hola YouTube, and welcome Valkyries of Midgard. My name is AJ Torres. As promised, I have returned with my 2019 wrap-up video. Now, I don't expect this video to be long, so let's just get into it. As I said in my last video, last year I got pregnant, and the downside to pregnancy hit me like a ton of bricks. So reading-wise, it was a struggle, and it took me much longer to get through books than what I am used to, especially during the summer. The summer sucked. My 2019 TBR had a total of 12 books, 7 of which I read. And of those 7, 1 was very new to the list because it was a borrow from a friend and I didn't want to keep it for more than I needed to. Now, before I get started explaining the books I finished last year, I want to let everyone know that this is not a review of these books. I'm really letting you know what I read and whether or not I liked them. Full reviews will come with book review videos, which I will get to as soon as I'm able to. Now, let's get this wrap-up started. Now, first book up on my wrap-up list is Arthas: Rise of the Lich King by Christie Golden. Unfortunately, I gave this book 3 stars. I didn't like it, and I know this author has done better. I honestly would not be surprised if Blizzard interfered with how the author needed to write this book. I just thought this book was too short, and I think the author should have been left alone to write this book. Next up, we have Reactive by Becky Moynihan. I gave this book 4 stars. It wasn't a bad dystopian read, and just to be clear, I was not aware this book was both a dystopian and a romance story. The book, however, did remind me too much of The Hunger Games, which to me is just an okay series, but whatever, I'm not going to fully hold this book accountable for that, as the author has claimed that the Hunger Games series is one of her faves. I think. Thirdly, we have the 4th book in the Fallen Kingdom series, Frozen Tides by Morgan Rhodes. And boy, was this series starting to grate on me from this point on. I gave this book 3 stars, mainly in part due to the weird romance, I guess is what you want to call it. You know what? Weird is probably the wrong word. I think the romance is probably the weakest aspect of this book series, as characters can't seem to stick to one love interest and get over the last one pretty damn fast for the sake of, well, the drama, I guess. Fourthly, we have a book that I was not expecting to love so much, and that is Nevernight by Jay Kristoff. I gave this book 5 stars, and I wholeheartedly am looking forward to reading the next 2 books in the trilogy. The main character, Mia Quever, is fierce, strong, and a level-headed assassin with magic over shadows. Hell, the world building is pretty on point in this book too. Just saying. Fifthly, we now have World War Z by Max Brooks, the borrowed one. As you can see, I don't have a physical copy of the book. I gave this book 4.5 stars, as I found this book fascinating and unique with its many zombie stories within. It focuses on an interview-like storytelling of people now dealing with the zombie apocalypse after it has been dealt with and controlled. Or so they think. Now we are just about done here. Next up, we have the 5th book in the Fallen Kingdom series, Crystal Storm by Morgan Rhodes. This book also gets 3 stars. The story by this point was no longer surprising and highly predictable, and I was becoming very disinterested by what was going on with the characters. I just unfortunately stopped caring by the end. Lastly, as I wanted to finish this series fast before 2020 came around, is the 6th and final book in the Fallen Kingdom series, Immortal Reign by Morgan Rhodes. Again, this was another 3 stars. To me, it was just a decent ending to an okay fantasy series. And there you have it, my 2019 wrap-up. If you want a full-on review on these books, my Goodreads has them all up, and only 2 of these books have video reviews up on my YouTube channel. I'll be sure to link them in the video up here and down below for your convenience. If you want to stay up to date on my endeavors and want to support me, then please follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and Tumblr. Links will be down below. Also, please toss a coin to that subscribe button. I'm sorry, that's my one. And click that bell icon so that you can be notified every time I upload new videos. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all have an amazing writing journey. Adios!